All right, welcome to Clean Proposals. So the question that I have today is, what is it over here? How much would you charge for a medical office of $39.75, so 3,975 square feet, 5 days a week as a subcontractor? First thing I'm going to tell you is to completely ignore the fact that you're a subcontractor. There's nothing wrong with subcontracting as long as you're getting the exact price that you would get if you weren't subcontracting. Why do all the work, give somebody else the credit, and you make less money? So focus on what you need to build your dreams, your legacy, your wealth, right? That's the only reason why you're here. So let's dive right into this. There's a couple of ways I'm going to show you to do this. Let's just go here into create proposal. I'm going to select an existing prospect, and then we're going to name it. We'll just call it medical facility. And it doesn't matter if this is, 3,000 square feet, 300,000 square feet, it's going to work the same. And you can see in the software here, you have commercial and residential as an option. Then you can use your own templates that you've saved if you want to. But let's go ahead and pick the type of building that you're working on. So this is a medical dental, and I think it was 5 days, 5 days a week. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you click add proposal. And here at Clean Proposals, what we did is we built the software into 4 simple steps. The first step is going to be your areas and cleaning tasks. So that your general areas like your break rooms, conf rooms, etc. And they're all laid out here in alphabetical order, okay? The second one is going to be your special projects like window cleaning, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing floors, deep cleans, restroom deep cleans, etc. Okay? And then your price calculator, show me the money. You guys are gonna love this, so stay tuned for this because even if you're an experienced person or if you're getting new to the business, this calculator is gonna give you more information than you could possibly imagine, and it's really easy to use. And then the last step is finalizing the proposal where you have proposal design. I'll just kind of show you real quick. So it comes equipped with a cover letter, a legal agreement, e-signature. You can upload your own documents. You've got 87 full color proposal templates to choose from. Everything's customizable, and you would have your own logo, your tagline, etc. So let's go back to step 1 here. And what you would do is real simple. In the concept applies no matter what type of service you're dealing across the entire software. If you want something in your proposal, make sure there's a check mark next to it. If you don't, uncheck it, okay? And anywhere you see an edit pencil, you can customize it and make it your own. So what we would do here is we would start to build out our scope of services. And by the way, this works for a walkthrough as well, and I can show you that on another video another time. But let's say you got a couple of break rooms and they both have hard floors. And if you open up any of these task lists on these area cards, you're gonna have all of the cleaning tasks associated with this particular area, right? So let's say you're cleaning the air vents and you wanna do that quarterly. You can just switch that here, and you're not gonna be taking out any dishes, but you'll clean the blinds once a year. Let's say you're gonna do detailed dusting, and you're gonna do that, let's just say, as requested, and it doesn't have doors, but you're gonna do the blinds. So we'll click that, and we're gonna say we're gonna dust those monthly, whatever you wanna do here. And so you can see that the software has a bunch of cleaning tasks already in here for you. And the reason why we have so many cleaning tasks is because we wanna have a memory jogger for you. So you've gone through the walkthrough, you've taken photos and notes using Clean Proposal software as well, because we have a walkthrough wizard. And you're looking back and go, oh yeah, I remember they were saying something about cleaning the inside of the refrigerator, once a week or something like that. You can go in and then make those adjustments, right? So you'll have all of these things as a reminder. Yep, I've got to clean the oven. They did want me to change out the lights when they went bad, and there wasn't any glass in there. So you can really start to dial in the details. So what I would do here is just go and select all of the areas, right? Enclosed offices. And remember, you can customize any of these things too. So if you don't like what we said, desk, damp, wiping. You can just go ahead and put that in there and save it. And now it's different, okay? So let's keep doing this real quick, and I'll just go ahead and pick a bunch of areas. Hallways, entrance, janitor's closet, lab and medical areas, nurse's station, patient and exam rooms, and of course you can keep track of the number of rooms, receptionist area, restrooms, and let's say waiting area. And just to make this quicker, I'll pick all hard floors. And then what I'll do is I'll hide the unused areas and cleaning tasks. So now I'm only going to have the areas and cleaning tasks that we're using. And if I want to get more details about what I've got going on, I'll click on Show Area Stats here. And what that will do is show you how many rooms you're cleaning, how many of them have carpet, how many have had hard floors, and then how many cleaning tasks. And you could put this in your proposal if you want. Remember, if you want it in your proposal, make sure there's a check mark next to it. If you don't, uncheck it. Step 2 will be special projects. You can do like one-time deep cleans, create your own custom projects that you can use again. So, you can do deep cleans, kitchen deep clean, restroom deep cleans, whatever you want to do there. And then you can do recurring projects the same way. So if you wanted to do, let's go down to hard floors. So if you wanted to strip and wax the floors once a year, you can do all that too. But let me jump into the calculator because that's what a lot of people really need help with. So the software has 2 calculator options for you. A do-it-yourself advanced cost estimator, which is what I suggest you use, but I'll show you how to use it. And if you're new to the industry or even experienced and you want to get production rates and figure out kind of a rough way what you're going to charge so you're not overbidding or underbidding, click option 2 here. And what we would do is put in the square footage. So 3975 was this particular question. And whether or not it's hard or easy or difficult or easy to clean, I'm always going to say medical facilities, restaurants, gyms, those are going to daycares. Those are always going to be considered difficult. And then in this case, we have 100% hard floors. So we'll just slide that over. Then we'll click next. And whether or not you use employees. So regardless if you use employees or not, unless you're truly a 1099 employer, I always say yes. So even if you're doing the work, always bid as if you have employees. Why? Because you want to eventually have employees. I don't want you working, right? The whole idea of this is to work on your business, not in your business, right? So let's just say you're going to pay $18 an hour and you've got some payroll tax and some supplies, and you can change all these too. Then right here, you can grab the meter for the profit margins. And this is going to tell you, okay, if you wanted 41% profit, you're making $605.72 a month. You have a production rate or clean time of 1 hour and 55 minutes. It's $68 price per service, and this is your monthly charge to your customer. And if you go over here, you'll see that and we'll click on compensation, you'll see that the price just automatically lays out here for you. But that's not how I want you to use the calculator. What I want you to do is, this is giving you a fish. This is giving you a price. I want to teach you how to fish. I want you to be able to feed yourself, and I want you to be self-sufficient, and you don't have to worry about guesstimating what to charge or asking other people what to charge. So what I'll do here is I'll just click on this, and I'll take that production rate of 1 hour and 55 minutes. I'll just round up to 2 hours. So then what I'll do is I'll say I have one person making $18 an hour, working 2 hours, 5 days a week. Oh, I forgot to add this up here. So if you click that little gear icon, that's going to give you your payroll tax. So you can enter that information, whatever your cost of insurance is per $100, and any type of overhead that you have. Okay, and that's automatically going to be included in the price for your calculator. And the software is going to lay out for you your cost per clean. So every time this person goes to work and they work 2 hours, it's going to cost you $47.52. It's going to give you your annual labor cost and your monthly labor cost. Now, the way I bid on these contracts or any other contract is I have a minimum of 3 labor types that I teach my students to do. So I add a trainer to every proposal. And let's say they're making $25 an hour, and I could tell you on another video how I do training. Actually, so the way our employees train our employees is that we have 3 days of training. The first day they watch us clean, the second day we watch them clean, and then the third day we cut them loose and then we check on them at the end of the shift, right? So in this case, so 2 hours a night, that's was 4 hours, so first, second. So I'm gonna say 5 hours of training twice a year. And the reason why we have trainers in every one of our bids is because the cost of turnover is overlooked often, even by experienced people in the industry. And it costs a lot of money to have those new employees trained, okay? And I don't want you to be training them if you're a business owner and single operator there. I want you to be able to hire people to train. So my saying is never bid like the company you are, only bid like the company you want to be. And you're going to want to have somebody, or excuse me, you're going to want to be a company that can pay your employees well, give them adequate time to clean the facility. You also want to be able to pay trainers to make sure that your staff is professionally trained. And then the last labor type that I add for all of my contracts is inspectors, because we inspect what we expect. So we'll add the inspectors because we inspect what we expect. And say we're paying them $25 an hour. And I have a minimum of 1 inspection per month of 1 hour, okay? A minimum. So if it's a larger client, then we do it more frequently and it takes more time. And we'll click save here. And so this would be the basic structure of what I would create for any type of contract. So it could be a bank, it could be a medical facility, daycare, church, whatever. I'm gonna have inspections because we inspect what we expect, and you can't manage what you can't measure, so you need to measure your quality control. We're gonna have training twice a year to account for some of our turnover. Sometimes you can get an employee that stays, for years, and other times it seems like they're turning over every 2 minutes, right? And then we're gonna have well-paid staff that has plenty of time. So if we scroll down here on the calculator, you'll see where it says janitorial labor cost 3. So it's gonna cost you $1,090.10 in labor for you to land this contract. And then we're gonna add additional expenses like cleaning supplies. Let's say you think it's gonna cost you, I don't know, $25 a month. We're going to add a tech fee because you want to pass on the expense of all the technology that you're using to your customers. So if you're using like an accounting software, a scheduling software, this software at Clean Proposals, you want to account for that. And if you have any like drive time or fuel that you're going to be, adding to the proposals, you can add that here. So you think it's going to be $35 a month, whatever it is, right? So then down here, you're gonna add your profit margin. And let's say you wanna make 35% on this customer. The cool thing about the software is that it tells you then what your revenue is gonna be. So it's gonna tell you that your gross operating margin or your profit is $632.75, and this is what you would charge to your customer. Now, the software gets even more powerful. So in this case, you say that the cleanable square footage is $39.75. So now the software is telling you that you are charging 45 cents a square foot. And this is really the power that you really want to know. You get your charge per square foot, you know what you're charging per square foot, you know what your profit margin is, you know what your revenue is, and you know what the charge to the customer is. But I'm still not done with the power of Clean Proposals. So let's say you're looking at this and you're like, you know what? I think I can make $1,000 on this customer. That's just not enough. So you go in here and you type in $1,000, and then the software reverse engineers the numbers and tells you that if you want to make $1,000, you'd be earning 45.97% profit, and this would be your charge to your customer. And look how it readjusted your price per square foot. Now, on top of that, there's even more power here. Let's say that you are working with a customer and they're just like, you know what, I want to work with you. This is all great, but I'm hard capped at a budget of $1,850. Like there's nothing I can do about it. My budget is $1,850. You go ahead and type that in here. The software reverse engineers all the numbers again. And now you know that if you were charging $1,850, having your employees working a certain amount of time, 2 hours? Yep, 2 hours, 5 days a week, making $18 an hour, and you have trainers and you have this, that you would be making $674.90 at a 36.48% profit margin. And then it also reverse engineers and shows you that you're making 47 cents a square foot. But I'm still not done with the power of clean proposals. Let's just say you're curious to know what, I don't know, 35 cents a square foot looks like. So you just go in here and you type in 35 cents a square foot, and the software reverse engineers everything for you again. That's 15%, $216, and this would be your charge to your customer. So the power is at your disposal here, but this way you understand truly how to bid. You know what your true cost of clean is, and you can always go back here and adjust it. What if I was paying $18.50, or what if I was paying $15.50? Whatever it is, then the software will reverse engineer all those numbers for you. So you don't have to guess what to charge anymore. You don't have to ask anybody else. You can pick any building, use our automated price estimator, and you will know what to charge. But the cool thing about it, on top of that, is that it then is put together in a proposal, right? So you can pick your proposal design. It would be your logo, your tagline here, and then you can also change the image, right? So if you don't like the image that we have there, but you like the theme, let's go ahead and pick medical. Let's go ahead and find one that's for medical. This will come for medical. Just click on the image and then grab your arrows here, and then you can resize the image. And if you don't like what we have here, you can always just upload your own image, okay? And then the software comes equipped with a cover letter, an agreement, right? Here's your pricing. And it's got the legal agreement that was written by attorneys. So it's bindable in all 50 states, lays out how you're going to get paid, how the contract renews, and everything is completely customizable, so that you would just go in here and, let's say, photo identification. We don't have that for our employees, so then I'll just scroll down and find that. And I'll just uncheck it, and now it disappears and renumbers. You can add your own subsections to the proposal. Then you can also upload your own marketing materials. So let's say you want something about, deep cleaning restrooms. You can do that, and then we'll just scroll down to, let's go to exhibits, and then I just added this brochure here about restroom cleaning to the proposal. So you can add any of your marketing materials. And then here's your scope of services. Everything that we clicked on over here in step 1, right? See how easy it was to build a professional scope of services? Here's your break room and line items for everything that you're going to be doing in there. You can add photos and notes. You can embed videos. Matter of fact, I'll just show you real quick how you can embed a video. I'll go back to the cover letter in here. Let me close this. Let me pause it for a sec. All right, so I just went to our YouTube channel and got a video. And you just click on that edit pencil here. Remember, everything's customizable. Now you can change the font size, the color. You can put in pictures, links. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click this little icon. Let me blow this up so that you can see it better. Click this little icon. Click OK. And then I'm going to click Save. And now you have a video embedded in your proposal with your cover letter, your agreement, your pricing layouts. Also, the software comes with e-signature, so you can have it signed prior to sending it off. You'd upload your own insurance documents, so that would be covered too. So you can go ahead and sign it or type it, right? You can just draw your name in here if you wanted to. And over here, you can submit the proposal electronically to your prospect. You send it through our system, or you can get a link and send it through your email address. If you send it through our system, there's a template that comes with it, and it would have your logo and your information there too. So that's just basically how I would do this medical facility. But again, it works for any type of contract that you're doing. So it could, like I said, medical, warehouse, church, hotel, and it also works for residential cleaning too. All right, so hopefully that helps you. If you guys like this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you have some value, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I've got a lot more content that will be coming your way.